Okay. I think I'm good now. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I don't think I've ever had that many errors, had that many crashes in a stream intro before. But anyway, yes. So this stream is. I mean, I initially was thinking about doing like a video, but here, let me. I'm just gonna turn some barely second music on. So here we go. Actually, that's fitting. Yeah. So this, I just wanted to. I've been completing a lot of these RPGs. You know, I finished the. Let me see how the music sounds actually. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. All right. So yeah, basically, you know, I like last year. I think the first one was Xenoblade X, and then I mean I might be forgetting some, but then also Chain Echoes. But I mean, in terms of actual like default adjacent games, there's Octopath Zero, which I'm in. I'm like 15 hours in, I think. And then there's this, which actually I'm going to open up to talk about a little bit. But basically, I have some notes that I wanted to talk about the games. I do have my 3DS here as well if I wanted to check out anything. But basically, I wanted to review all these games because I mean, I also like yesterday I streamed Octopath 2 and finished the main story. So I mean, this stream isn't really about Octopath, but they're adjacent. So, I mean, this default here is mainly just for background. I probably shouldn't even have music playing at the same time. But I mean, I guess what I should talk about before I get into Brave a second, because obviously it's the game I started it all. I mean, I obviously enjoyed it. We played this game so many times, maybe like 3 or 4 times in total. And I don't really feel like I want. I don't know if when I will replay this one. I mean, it's nice to have it on a modern console. You know, it's definitely one of the games that I want to be able to just run around in the world. But with this one, I feel even less so to do that because this game is literally so repetitive and annoying. So I mean, some of the things that they definitely did in the S was they added the set list, which is really awesome. From seconds. They also added the mini games. I'll be honest, the flying ship mini games is kind of fun. But yeah, adding this one close, the perma drop close is really nice. The limit break mark is really good. Honestly, I kind of wish I had it in second. It's nice to be able to pick what everyone's wearing. Yeah. I mean, overall, I want to talk about how like we really need to get the third edition of the Bravely series. Like, this is the first game. Second game is Bravely second. Third game would be, people would call it Bravely third, obviously. And honestly, I don't remember a whole lot of. I don't remember a whole lot of the lore from second, since it's been around like 3 years since I fully beat that game. But a lot of this game is definitely fresh since I beat it last month. So partially the stream is just to like appreciate Bravely Second. I guess the series as a whole, because I mean, I initially started with Default 2. That was my first like real RPG outside of like Pokemon and stuff. So maybe I'll open this game as well. I mean, I kind of brushed over this game. They didn't change too much. It's really nice to have it on a modern console, as always. It's a lot of my original copies. But yeah, I might as well just go open up this. So I probably won't be able to show any. If I'm not gonna open my camera and show the 3DS, but yeah, a lot of nostalgia with it. Originally back in it's so loud. Oh my god, it's so loud. Yeah, I mean, just straight away. Like, this game is very self-contained, which is nice. Which is like, I think it's just really important in an RPG to be able to be self-contained. But at the same time, it's not a bad thing to like not be self-contained like Default was, whereas they had a sequel planned right after. There was a pretty big cliffhanger after the first game. So they're like, oh yeah, we want to build off this more, and they kind of did something similar in the second, but it's a little more open-ended, whereas this game was way more closed off, which is what most RPGs do, which I can definitely appreciate. One thing I definitely really like in this game is
Bravely Default 2.
So loud. Okay. So one thing I definitely really like in this game, and they did it in Octodad as well, is
Let's do this.
Some of my fault. It's so loud. I need to see how it sounds on my stream. Yeah, it's way too loud. I'm gonna turn it down in the actual. In the actual OBS here. There we go. Because it's literally going into my mic now because it's so loud. But anyway, I really like. They let you like. There's just a lot more like obvious personality. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. Like everyone like says something when they're brave, which is nice. The actual battle menu is really snappy. I really like Gloria's line when she says, "My might knows no bounds." Yeah, that's so tough. I'm not too much I want to say about this game because I've already streamed it a pretty good amount of times, but yeah, it's a good contained experience. A very solid JRPG, I think. But from here, I just want to look over some of like Bravely Second stuff. Like here we go. It's been a while since I actually like shared my screen like this. Here, let me just turn this. Yeah, I mean these games are like, especially this one, are like my standard for RPGs. Um, they play that like after every chapter, which is hilarious. It's in some regards kind of OD, but like it's also like this game really feels like it, like you're playing an anime, and they gave you that opening in every chapter to really make it feel like that. And also like the way the game starts. I mean, I think they have the dang, what's it called? They have the recap at the beginning of the game, I think, and then after that they play this. The recap at the beginning of the game, I think, and then after that they play. So, yeah, not too many videos of this online actually. I gotta watch the whole thing.
We meet at last.
Super low quality.
Harmony, order. I deny your world and everything in it.
Stand down, Your Holiness.
Unacceptable! After untold years of strife and suffering, the crystal orthodoxy and the
Oh, my dimensions are not. Damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart it. Why is it not showing the whole video?
Duchy of Eternia have finally achieved our dream.
What the hell, man? Here, maybe I just do this. Will this fix it?
Dream of peace. I will not allow any.
I think this is fine. Okay. Yeah, I'll go back.
We meet at last. Peace, harmony, order. I deny your world and everything in it.
Stand down, Your Holiness.
Unacceptable! After untold years of strife and suffering, the crystal orthodoxy and the Duchy of Eternia have finally achieved our dream of peace. I will not allow anyone to stand in our way. Aren't we feisty Pope Agnes? You see, we had a dream of our own. To call upon the realm's two greatest powers on this, the day of your greatest triumph, and crush you both in one satisfying swoop.
A declaration of war? So be it. The Grand Marshal of Eternia will strike you down where you stand. Alternate, to my side.
How about you?
Preposterous! Who? What are you, fiend?
Those feeble blows won't even tickle my master. Perhaps you don't realize who you're facing. Bow down before he who will usher in a revolution. His Imperial Majesty, the Kaiser Oblivion!
Pope Agnes, come and take your rightful place at my side. With your power, I shall deny this world.
Never. In the name of the three Cavaliers, I shall defend Her Holiness with my life.
More courage than wits. Very well, young knight. I deny your courage with my own hand.
Such power! Run you!
I will not. I cannot. I swore an oath to protect you, Your Holiness. I will lay down my life before I leave your side. He's too strong.
Then I have no choice. Your Majesty, that pendant!
I think not. The power to communicate beyond words. A power that is lost to you now. Let us end this charade.
Stop! I won't let you take her!
You've a knight's resolve. Nothing else.
Your Majesty, this one feels like trouble. Might it not be wise to kill him here and now?
Indeed. Valet, young knight.
Your Holiness, forgive me.
And that's pretty much where it ends. And they go into the scenes after that. it's pure cinema. Like, there's so much what's the word? Gravitas, you know, to this whole scene.
You both in one satisfying swoop.
A declaration of war, so be it. The Grand Marshal of Eternia will strike you down where you stand.
Alternate, to my side.
It's hilarious. And you know, let me see. I think that's all I wanted to show for Bravely Second. That's kind of most of what I wanted to show off. But here, I'll turn the game back on. You know, the funny thing is that if I had the name Chompcraft from Bravely Second, that'd be the perfect thing to put on in the background here, because it's not really about gameplay this stream.
Gratefully default to.
So yeah, from here on, I'm just gonna have some more notes that I want to go over with in regards to this the Bravely series, but mostly Bravely Second. So my notes say, well, overall as a review, like, I mean, it's my favorite JRPG. I first played it in 2021. That's why I started playing all these, and then it really just, over the years I've been playing more and more of them, more other genre, or more other series, and like there are things that there are patterns I notice, you know, like a lot of them like doing this. Where is it? They like doing, you know, like they like calling out their magic spells, like, you know, but in this game it's a little bit different. Usually it's like basic, and then, you know, the second level is like medium, and then the highest level is like heavy. So they usually do. But no, I feel like maybe they probably do it in like FF14 online, those kind of games where it's very technical. But, you know, in second, you know, I have my 3DS open now, and I'm looking at all the magic and stuff. Like they actually show you. By the way, there's literally like 7 different types of magics you can use in this game. But they actually tell you the power of the magic, like based on numbers. So you can actually like do some calculating, you know, and actually tell you how much it's multiplied by. And then they even do it for healing. See, like this, I'm looking at it, says Cure, the basic healing magic for White Mage. It says base power of 30, and then Cura, the next one, is 60, which is, you know, times 2. And they do the same thing for physical skills. So let me see. Yeah, so double damage from the pirate does 2 times as much damage as the conventional attack, which is I've noticed that they do that in a lot more games. And then, you know, you go to Amp Strike, it says 4x, which is actually, they do that in the first game. But my point is, like, maybe a better example would be like for Fencer, Wolf Fang does 1.3 damage, you know, and then you go to Falcon Claw, it tells you it does 0.8 damage 4 times, which is like, I mean, it's like nerd stuff, but like it's really, I don't get why they love like leaving that information out, because like there's always going to be nerds who want to know all the damage numbers. They don't want to look online for everything. So like it's really nice. Adding the magnifying glass, you know, they added that in second, and then they also brought it back in this game. And for some reason they didn't bring it back in the BD remake. Kind of strange, but I don't know. Yeah, I definitely think it's the best in the series, because it's just a lot of things that it does It built off so well off the first game, kind of like how Octopath 2 built off of the first game so well. Like, I mean, one thing about the Bravely series that I think is really cool that I don't really see often in turn-based RPGs is like the ability to target the ability to target your allies, you know, because usually like it's usually, you know, you're about to cast a spell and then you can just, it's just enemies, you know, but here, you know, you can actually choose to select an ally from one, because like there's some used to that, like if someone's charmed and you're using a mage, you can just hit them with their physical attack and that'll wake them up, you know, but you can't do that in like Octopath and a lot of other turn-based RPGs, because it's not a big deal, but it's just small things like that really matter. And another thing is something I never used in this game, but I did a couple times in the remake, was you know, you can just straight up go into your inventory in battle and like change stuff as much as you want. It's pretty awesome, and maybe I just need to broaden myself in the games I play, in the RPGs I play, but that's not a common thing from what I have played. You know. Well, one thing that was a little annoying is that Octopath didn't have an auto heal. Like, I feel like auto heal is like so basic that like you need to always have it. You need to always have that. You need to always have some sort of overworld like this where people can just choose when they want to fight, so that they're not, because like it just like we're not in the 80s or 90s where that was the standard, you know. So like that's what they did in the original games, where like you can just go into settings and turn off encounters, because like if someone wants to do a more challenging run, they can do that. They can just turn off encounters, set their levels to low, and then just go ahead, which is like, it's such a simple thing, but it's like so user friendly that I would really wish. I mean, it's not really a problem in too many games, but like it's definitely annoying in Octopath. I think that's one of the biggest issues in that game. And then, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Blanking. So I was talking about the enemy encounters. Encounters. My mind is blanking. Maybe it'll help to look at just look at the settings here. So in the settings, yeah, you can change all this stuff. Difficulty, you can turn on gaining XP and gaining job points, money, all that stuff is like really nice. Okay, so yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. I just remember that Xenoblade 1, I want to say it was just Xenoblade 1, that they also had something similar to Bravely Second, where they gave you all the damage numbers. Like they gave you a range of how much damage something might do or how much healing, which is really, really, I feel like it's kind of rare, but it's a thing that like, why wouldn't you add that? You know. Yeah, and I mean I've seen some people say that they feel like the job system in second was like too bloated. I can kind of agree. There's literally like, I think it's 30 jobs. I'm looking at the menu here. It's like there's so many. I mean I didn't really use the Patissier or Catmancer. And there's a couple other ones I didn't really use. I never used Dark Knight before, but ever since playing the remake, I realized how good it is, so I'm gonna start using it. But basically, like, jobs like that, those jobs kind of do similar things. Well, not really. I feel like maybe they could have combined them potentially. Like, I mean, Catmancer is like the every RPG has them. You know, the person who uses monster skills, and you have Patissier, which is basically the debuffer. don't know. They probably could have combined Patissier and Astrologer into one, maybe. But I mean, Astrologer and Performer kind of, they do kind of the same thing, but I don't know. Performer seems just a lot easier. But yeah, another one of the big things I really like in second, it's kind of a trend I'm noticing, is that like these games that have like a goofy cast, where it's like they don't take things too seriously, but when it is time to get serious, they know how to lock in. They do that in SMT4 Apocalypse. That game's definitely similar to Persona 4 as well, where it's like a cast that's like, they're pretty goofy, but like they can get serious. Same thing. Yeah, it's just like Brave the Second. So like, I think that's kind of like a pattern I've noticed. I really like. I really like Persona 4. I really like Apocalypse, and Brave the Second. Those are like pretty high rated for me. So I guess that's a trend I have. Because a lot of games just get so serious, and it's like, sure, I guess, but like, I mean, it's still a game at the end of the day. Like, people play games for a lot of different reasons, but I mean, I feel like it depends on what game, but a game like this, that, people play an RPG for probably two things, the story and then the gameplay, right? So, not really one or the other, but I guess it depends on the person, but yeah. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I really wanted to go over. Yeah, so I mean, one of the other points was like, if they make Bravely Third, then that gives them an opportunity to move on from these games. Like, it's the same studio, but I mean, that's not to say that they're gonna just abandon them, because like, I don't think they want to abandon Octopath. Clearly, they made a third game, so they probably don't need to, but like, that option is there if you give yourself the window. Like, I don't feel like you need to keep making the same game, even though Octopath 2 has improved a lot on the first game. But it's kind of a situation of like Final Fantasy VII, where like, I mean, I don't know all the details about what their decision-making reasons are and stuff, but it just seems like it's taking up so much time and their resources that I kind of talked about that yesterday, I think. But like, if they had put some of those time and resources into something else, like another default game would not take that much of a budget, but obviously like, they're probably just not sure if people really want to see default come back or not. And the remake was kind of a gauge of that, but I'm not even talking about just default. Any game, like, it doesn't even have to be an RPG. Square makes a lot of different games. So like, and playing the Octopath yesterday made me realize that I think the main three RPGs that I really like the most are Default, SMT, and then I've been trying to figure out which one is the third one. It's probably not Persona anymore or Xenoblade. I think it's definitely Octopath, because I mean, Octopath is kind of fresh, and like, in terms of like just gameplay and the music, especially like music is, I actually like the Octopath music more than Default for sure. So it's just really enjoyable. It's always a pleasure to be able to play games on the release, so you're able to experience everything with other people as they appear and become apparent. Yeah. So let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about for a second. Oh, the special moves. So I mean, they definitely massively nerfed them in this game, I think. I don't remember all the numbers, but I know that you need to use skills like 7 times or something to be able to use them. Let's see. Where's the... Yeah, use 13 times is kind of a lot, bro. That's a lot, and that's the same for like every job. You know. So whereas in second, like you can, well, the first game it was kind of annoying too, because like you had to like all these very specific conditions that you had to use physical attacks like 5-10 times, or you had to defeat enemies 5-10 times. It was kind of annoying because like, I mean, if you're using Pirate's highest has the highest attack in that game. If you're using Pirate, you have to defeat, I think it was 5 enemies with attack, and like that's not something that you naturally do, because I mean, a bit of a side tangent, but like the Default 1 and 2, Default and Bravely Second are like some of the only RPGs I played where like the attack, maybe I'm not using them right, but where the attack command is actually like you can actually use it, and it's actually pretty decent. But the point is, like, that's not something I did in regular gameplay. It just didn't happen. And you know, in second, you're able to just select what trigger condition, and then it actually tells you how many times you've used it. Because in default, you know, they didn't tell you. And in this game, they do tell you. Like, they'll tell you, I think you need to. I guess let me see. Yeah, see. Yeah, so it tells me to use it 12 more times, which is, that's a lot, bro. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's just a game where you can use multiple skills in one turn per character, but like, it still feels like a lot. Yeah, so I mean, you can choose default 5 times, level 4, go level 1 through 4, break 10 times. The conditions themselves are the same, but it's just you can actually choose which one you want, and I don't know, default seems like the easiest one, so that's what I usually used back then. So yeah, obviously magic is like the big boss in this game, and it's kind of stuck with me. But yeah, overall, this series definitely needs deserves to have its well, not necessarily final game, but like the original saga needs to have its conclusion, and then we can move on to other stuff. If they want to make a new entry, like kind of like this game was, they go ahead. But like, we need to like move forward. You know, it'll be a really big deal. I don't know how big the fan base is, but I talked to the people about the game a decent amount online. Yeah, definitely second is the best in the series. Well, just like in terms of mechanics and improving on previous games. Sequels, I feel like sequels in throughout history have typically been pretty good. Like, you know, people really liked Sonic Adventure 2. People really liked Kingdom Hearts 2. Bravely Second people really liked it in America, at least. I think Japan is where it didn't do so well. But yeah, I think U is probably my favorite. Is probably my favorite protag in like any RPG, probably. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily need to blow this up too much. Blow up the stream too much with extra rambling. I kind of already been doing that, but I was thinking about doing like a video with editing and stuff, but like I don't know if I really want to, for what it's worth. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe if something bigger happens for the series down the line, we'll see. But I haven't done video editing in a while. Really only did that for Battleborn. So yeah, I think that'll be a good place to end. Definitely want to get this. This is initially going to be my first stream of the year, but I felt like I needed to stream Octopath 2 the ending, because I don't know if the Switch can do bigger clips. Let me see. No, I don't think it can. But anyway, yeah, this is one of my favorite series. It's probably right next there with Sonic, and I don't know what else. Probably SMT, right? Honestly, probably default SMT, Sonic are probably my big three. And then obviously I really like Octopath, Persona, Xenoblade. Yeah, I'll be back again. I don't really like this year. Let me look up really quick. What like last year really surprised me of the games coming out, but this year I honestly have like no idea what's coming out. So I'm just gonna be chilling and playing through my backlog, because I'm actually getting through a lot of my backlog. Like I'm gonna probably finish FF7R, and then get into other stuff like Tales of Arise and whatever else I have. Freedom Blinded 2, Pokemon Reborn. Yeah. But I mean, this will be like my benchmark. Default's like where I started, and I hope to keep playing more games and having a good time with the series, because it really means a lot. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna close it off, and yeah, peace out, and thanks for anyone if you stopped by.